Hi friends, in this video I will tell you the types of CSS. Before starting the video lesson, let me tell you to subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for notifications of my every video, like this video, share this video, comment below. Also check my website for every source code and many other posts and many other interesting things. Also you can join the WhatsApp group and the Telegram groups. So the links of them are in the description of the video. So let's start our lesson. First let me make a file as akshat13.html. Let me add the boilerplate now. Now I will change the title to types of CSS. I will do it all capitalized. Yes. So as you know that we have started the tutorial of CSS. In this video I will tell you how to add CSS and what all types are used to add CSS. First let me put an h1 tag here. In the h1 let me copy or type the title and then let me put the p tag or the paragraph tag. In it I will put in this tutorial we will learn about the types of CSS. Okay, we will also use CSS in designing our web pages in upcoming lessons. Using HTML, you will be also given a project to do and submit for evaluation. Okay, I've done it. Now the text is going apart, so now I will go here and then I will go to command palette, then I will do toggle word wrap, so it will be wrapped, our words will be wrapped. So now I will save it and open the live server here. I have opened the live server now and now it will take me to Google. So now this is our web page, as you can see, without any CSS. Now I will tell you the types of CSS. So first is the inline CSS. So in inline CSS we do like we put style tag in the attribute or element. So you just need to put the style tag in the attribute or element to use inline CSS in it. Now if I want to change the color, then I will put color, so I will do it just this color. Okay, then semicolon, then so we put semicolon to end to only do this, to perform this task, and then after the semicolon what we write is used performing as another task. Now I will change this background color to sea green. I will save it. Now as you can see this, it is like this. Okay, it is coming like this. Now I will also add a width to this. Width I will do as 50%. So I only needed 50% of the web page to display this paragraph element, so I used width and then in it I defined the percentage of the page that I want to use for the paragraph. Now as you can see, this is here. Now what I will do is I will put this for, or I will just put it for this paragraph, and I will remove this header h1. Okay, as you can see this. So now what I will do is I will so I think you must be understood the inline CSS. So inline CSS is using the style attribute in a style attribute in a tag or an element. Okay, so now I will again do toggle word wrap, and now I will do it like this. So like if we do the web page or the browser half, then also it will come in the half percent or the portion. I will close this. Now I will tell you how to use internal CSS, internal, or you can say inline. So now I will tell you how to use internal and external CSS, which are the second and the third types of CSS that we can use. So now I have commented the above one, and I will just tell you how to use with this. So it is all edited now. Now for internal CSS you can just use this, or sorry, yes, I will not remove this first, I will just comment it. So I will save it. As you can see, this is like this, sorry, yes. So this is coming like this. It is having a CSS color, background and width. Okay, the attribute is having and the tag is having the color, background and width. Now I will tell you how to use internal CSS, which I also prefer more than inline CSS. So now I will put style tag. So style tag is used in inline CSS, sorry, internal CSS. Now I will put the P selector, or you can say yes, selector only in it. Now I will put this whole, or I will change the color to color, and now I will do it teal. I will change the background color to tomato. I will change the width to 50 or I can say 75%. Now I will change its font size to 20. I will save it. As you can see, I wrote this internal CSS, but nothing is followed. The thing I wanted to do with inline CSS, that is only happening. The thing I wrote in internal CSS is not taking place. So for your information, I can tell you that inline CSS is more stronger than internal CSS, and in the part of displaying the style. Okay, now I will comment this and uncomment this. I will save it. As you can see, this is the P element has changed its background to tomato, font color to teal, width to 75% and font size to 20. If I will change it to 50, so I will tell you after some time also for it. Let us remove this, or now if I do larger, then it will change, it will become larger. If I do extra large, it is like this, so it will become more larger. So this is our internal CSS. Now if you want, so now I will make a new file and name it as akshat13 dot it is html. I will change it to akshat13.css. okay, now I have made one CSS file. In it I will then just copy this whole and paste it there. Okay, now I will change these properties, like I will do it from teal to red, from tomato to black, from width 75% to 60%, and font size I will keep it the same. So as you can see, this properties are not taking up place again. So this is happening because we have not linked both of these files. So now you just go to in your HTML and like link and colon CSS. Okay, then you will get this. Okay, this all. So the rel is the type of file. So like I want to link a type file of CSS, then I will put a link, then I will put rel attribute, inside it I will put style sheet, I will close it, then I will put ref attribute, and that I will put the path of it. So like it is akshat13.css. I will save it. Now you can see again it is not taking up place. So if I comment this and save this, then it will take up place. And if I yes, and if I don't comment this, and then it will be not taking a place. So let me tell you that the thing which is first works first in CSS. So like as you can see, if I display two paragraph tags, so the first one will be displayed first, the second one will be displayed second, like that only it is in the field of CSS. Okay, so like if you want to change the style using internal CSS, then you will put like this. If you want to change the style using external CSS, you will use first, you will link the file and do the coding here. So if I will change it to green, I will save it, it will change the color. If I will change it to green yellow, I will save it, it will change its color. So it is linked with each other so that it works and then shows the output. Okay, so now I have told you about the types of CSS. Now I would tell you which one I most prefer. So the most preferred CSS that I prefer and I also recommend you is the external CSS, because it helps our file not getting mixed with CSS and HTML. As if you will use it, it will be CSS will be different and HTML will be different, and HTML file will be not so lengthy. Like if it is 24, like I will remove this. So then it is 17 line of code, but if I will put this, it will be 24 line of code, 23 line of code actually, because I have linked this. So it will be like more heavy, or you can say more lengthy file, more, the file would contain more code, and if we want it to make easily understood to the user who is seeing the code, or the person who is seeing the code, we can do like link the CSS using link tag. Okay, then I prefer internal CSS because it is in the head tag. So internal CSS also works good, it also helps to organize, but I don't prefer inline CSS. I don't prefer it because it will make us only confused. Like I will discomment this, and as you can see, two types of are displayed. So like as you can see, this code is extra. If we want this code to be in sum only, or you can say it should be in some part only, like it should be in these words only, these much words only, we can use internal or external CSS. But then also we have to code here or here in the head tag, but it will be fine as per me, as it will help us do more good. So like also the thing comes first does not work and the things comes after it works more. So like, sorry, so inline css will be making our file more lengthy, like it will also be full of code, like you say. So it will be full of code, we will be not able to do much with it. But in external css, like if you have been given an assignment and if you want and you have been given a deadline that you have to do much of like this much of lines and you have to complete it in one file should be of this much of lines. So you will mostly prefer external css only, like I do. So this will be the good way. So you should use external css first, then internal, and if it's a short code and you want to use it not making more lines, then you can also use this css. I say this is inline css. Okay, so a tutorial is ending here, a lesson is ending here. Thanks for watching it till here.